Okay, hello, hello, hello. Start streaming has been pressed. The first two comments has been pressed are from the baby oil person. Looks like I'm live. I would like some confirmation if possible, but it's time for Setup Sunday and new peripheral discussion if that is possible in this current scene. Watching this in the shower. It's a perfectly fine place to watch Setup Sunday. Though can't submit the setup. We are on air. It's good to see. But yeah, really not much to say. I guess I haven't streamed in over a month, so there are some new peripherals, but really not much. I mean, this scene, no shocking. I mean, I think there's shocking in the title. Yeah, it says Shocking Setup Sunday, but in terms of shocking things to cover, not really much. Just green coating, they're all the same. That's really the case. Like, things are all the same as they were a few years ago, except for this Pulsar left-handed mouse. We had no such thing. So I did want to have a left-handed aiming arc, but then I realized I'd have to put the keyboard on the right side. It would have just been too much. They're all the same, just different colors. It's kind of true. I mean, the issue for me, it's not really an issue because the quality of options isn't bad, but it's just we're working with the same shells, in some cases for 5+ years. G-Wolf's Vuck, I couldn't get mine working. You can see it's charging right now. But yeah, there's supposedly some firmware update, but I just can't get it on my mouse. I mean, I put a mild level of effort. G-Wolves is peak. They are peak in terms of innovation. Nobody else is even trying right now, honestly. What do you think about the new CS2 Dragon lore? They're going to send me one, but I think it's similar to the Green Viper V3 Pro. It's just going to be another colorway. What the fuck, that charging port? Yeah, it's for the ultra low button height. You can't have it charging in the front like a noob. G-Wolf's so scam. I don't get my HTX. What do you mean? Like they just won't send you it? HTX has been out for a while. Yeah, it is Setup Sunday. Oh yeah, I should link my Discord or whatever. Join my Discord, submit your setups, and you have a chance to win a $30 Lethal Gaming Gear gift card. HTX Ultra. Okay, interesting. Speaking of Ultra products, is the GT60 Ultra worth getting? Or I haven't seen any reason to swap off my GT60. What do you think about the OP18K? It's one of the best mice on the market if you're fine with a wire, want something small. High quality, it's definitely proven over time. Get the Raka Atlas if you want something new. See, I'm so tuned out of the scene, I don't even know what that is. I'm presuming it's some type of keyboard, though. 1 second, though. Two Dudes Gaming SteelPad slots. I actually got their new one. Clean your mousepad. I literally did before the stream with a microfiber cloth and the SkyPad glass cleaner, which I swear is making this into a much quicker pad. Like a few days ago, this was crazy controlled, but now it's just kind of feeling like all the other glass pads. Not all of the other. And it still is if you put pressure and it's very controlled. CR thoughts? It's a good slower glass pad. I'm not really at a point where I was comparing this to everything else on my glass pad stack, but it seems pretty much as advertised. Maybe a bit quicker than some people are making it out to be, but if you use the controlled skates, then it's just going to be tugging in a crazy way, worse than a mud pad almost. The texture probably smooths out. That's possible, but it might be the skate smoothing out. Over the past few days, it's definitely started to feel much quicker, but it's fine for Fortnite. Any good peripheral innovation this year? The GPX Mini's nice. Death Hour V4 is nice, but I wouldn't consider those innovative. They're just kind of follow-ups to products or the release already. Should have happened a while ago, basically. How big are your hands? 21 by 10, 21 by 11, give or take, depending on the day. Did somebody say something about Fortnite? I don't think they did, but the Fortnite Simpsons season is pretty incredible. Let me pin this message. Opinion on the Gravistar Mercury? I just think Gravistar is a joke brand. And maybe I'm wrong for thinking of that, but I really don't think I've missed out on much in terms of releases from them. Yeah, I guess it's almost... Do I submit setups in the setups channel? Yes. That is where you send them. It looks like I already have a few to work with. Lordsy. Wow. That's a new one. Just here for the MCHO's A7X opinion, the magnesium. It's a good, cheaper magnesium GPX. Like, I still wouldn't pick it over a GPX, but it's at the same time, it's hard to recommend paying up for like the plastic GPX, especially at the tariff prices. So yeah, I really can't complain about much. Even the sensor implementation seems like pretty fine. What took you so long to do setup Sunday? Well, for a few weeks, like I was watching the Jets, NFL season. It does interfere with setup Sunday time, and it was just such a beautiful train wreck. But now I'm locked in, and I won't get into too much detail, but this one asset, it has treated me very well. You still looking for a Zero mouse? No. Optimum Tech, he said he's going to send me one from the next batch, which should be in around a month, so that will be good. Updated setup tour? I'm thinking about doing one because FlexiSpot is willing to send me a desk, and I think that would be like a good way to do a setup tour because honestly, it's more or less the same. I'm just using a GT60, literally never comes off my desk. 3 likes, are we dead ass? I mean, 3 likes is crazy. If you're watching the stream, if you're sentient, you gotta leave a like. I love my Ying 75. Yeah, WML sent me a new keyboard as well, the Huang or something. I think it drops in a few days. I just don't even know what to say. Like, it's a keyboard. It's kind of how I feel about almost all the keyboards now. What's the best gaming mouse for the lowest delay in Fortnite? I mean, in GPX, Viper V3 Pro, these are still what most of the pros use, but whatever you prefer will probably be fine. I have a FlexiSpot desk. It's really sticky if you sweat. Nice to know. Yeah. I saw they have like all sorts of different coatings and like types of materials. Are you going to get any of the EDG X Artisan pads? I don't know. I honestly have no idea. And one of the reasons I haven't streamed is because I'm just so embarrassed about the zebra pad situation. I don't even know what's going on there, but I do. I got an update saying that it's queued for production. But I pray to God that it releases in 2025. This has been the craziest arc of all time. I need a really slow mousepad and super slow skates too. What's like a good, extremely muddy pad? There's some stuff from Laonda. Type 99 might not be like the slowest on the market, but it definitely plays very controlled. Should I buy a Saturn Pro? I play CS2. It's a perfectly fine pad. I mean, there are plenty of other control pads in a similar like speed texture range, but if you can get one, it's tried and true. Why didn't you make the zebra pad a Hien? It's a good question. I just felt like the Zero was just like more of an all-arounder pad, and I did like have some worries about the Hien, like if the texture would change, but it kind of changes regardless. I have been using the blue Hien a lot though. It just feels so good. And in Fortnite, the Hien, it just feels like it's reducing input lag. No other pad really does that. I guess like Glass kind of does. I should start with setups though, or else I'm going to be even more behind than I normally am, and that's not a good sign. X3 Crazy Light worth? It depends if you really like the Crazy Light shape or not. Can you collab with a cheaper brand so I can get a Boardsy mouse? I wouldn't say... Never say never. Might have to spam collabs. That might be the move. Might be the move for 2026. Try some keyboards. Which ones do you recommend? It's just like, whenever I do try new ones, I go back to the GT60. It's like my settings are too dialed in on this. It just feels so beautiful. Do you like mice with concaved clicks? It really just depends on the style. Like, in some cases, yes, but it's possible to, like, overdo it. How well does the Matter Major fit your hand? I always found it to be like kind of awkwardly shaped compared to the Pulsar X2 series, just like kind of worse, but obviously still usable. Okay, which is the first setup I'm going to go with? See, there are already so many setups. Okay, we're going to start after the McDonald's cookies. Keyboard, Bowel Type B. No idea what that is. HTS Ultra Deluxe. Pretty good. 10 to X mousepad. I see these a lot. Are glass pads worth paying like 120 plus? I don't know. The more budget end, I mean, it's always worth trying glass pads at one point if you're interested in peripherals. That's what I'd say. Your X2 was everywhere in Japan when I was there 10 hours ago. That's pretty dope. I've seen it in like micro centers here, but I haven't seen it in many stores globally. Wait, you missed Mizu? Did I? No, this one, I mean, that's from 5 a.m. I don't consider that. This is the first one. Do you feel input lag between Final Mouse, ULX, and other mice like G-Wolves? At this point, not really. Most companies have their wireless implementations up to speed. It'll be interesting what the new generation of Final Mouse is. Speaking of Final Mouse, what is happening with the centerpiece? Because at first they were like September. It obviously wasn't going to be September. And then October happened as well, and now it's November. Last setup Sunday of the year. I see this as well. Possibly, no way. There's going to be like a setup Sunday around Christmas. I always try to do one. Is the Beast X Mini good for fingertip? Yeah, it's perfectly fine. Okay, 16-ounce raw black selvage denim. What does that even... I don't even know what that means. Yeah, we have the audio setup as well. This is a good setup. It's just not a winner. There's something too, like, dark and grim about it. Okay, this setup, on the other hand, we have Fortnite. That's already a much better sign. Travis Scott, Spider-Man, Pulsar mousepad. What is this? Is this like an ATK duckbill? It's a pretty good setup. I don't know about all of like the Funko Pops, and Drake, like having a Drake Spotify plaque. I don't know, but this is a winner. We have a lot of winners to go around. We're gonna go with the 100 emoji today. Artisan Zebra News. I gave it a few minutes ago, but I will say it again. It is queued for production. I don't know when that means it'll be produced and eventually ready, but I'm hoping it's available in 2025. And yeah, this is nice attention to detail. Also using my Fortnite skin. Though recently I have been using just one of the birds. But I really hope they put in a Mr. Burns, because with this whole Simpsons season, if they don't, that would just be a horrific fumble. Is the Heian for 80 USD a good deal on Amazon? For an XL Heian, I mean, it's a bit of an overpay, but it's not the end of the world. It's only like 10 or 15 more than if you'd pay on the Artisan site. But if it's like a small size, don't go for it. And you can just get JP Gaming. It's possibly cheaper from there. Hello, Falcon. How is everybody doing? Green Viper or Sentinels coating? I mean, the Sentinels has like a wetter feeling coating, but the green one's great. Is Mcho's K7 Ultra a good mouse? Yeah, I mean, if you don't want to pay for the standard Viper V3 Pro, it's probably a good option for around half the price. There's also like the ATK X1. I don't even know the difference. I've not tried both of them. Okay, let's see. We have is this actually at school? Oh no, it's a school and gaming setup. Something about this like just looks crazy. I respect the Padsmith pad though. What is this? The Slice 75? What keyword is this? Keychron V1. VXE-R1. It's like a very respectable setup. I just don't know if it's a winner. When are we getting a Viper V4 Pro? Probably April. Just judging off of the past Viper releases. I'm just more interested in like what that's going to be like. How the quality's going to be. Where would you rate the white coating of... I covered it in my Viper V3 review. It's very good. Like one of the best for sure. JP Gaming is the way to go now with the tariffs? Yeah, that's what I figured. How's the Sakura coating? Half of these questions are just about coatings. That really goes to show the state of the mouse market. The Sakura is the same as all of the other like prophecies. So yeah, like rubberized fine. V3 Pro Mini coming or not? I mean, Razer, they don't like to release mini mice. And even if they do, they won't call them mini. Fuck, is this a winner? I don't even know. What is this guy up to? He's on Firefox. The VUC has the best coating? That's not true. The G-Wolves coating solution is just terrible. But the worst part is that they have people who defend it. Which, like, makes it even harder to get it, like, over with. Yeah, I don't know. See, this guy won Setup Sunday, so I'm going to try to not give repeat wins. I don't know if that's true, but fuck. Just got to move on. Another dark setup. What is this? Like the Ippy Floater, whatever that mouse was. It's a wall hack pad. Not bad. The coiled cable. The single monitor. This is like a try-hard like setup. Something about it. For realistically, how much weight does a coating add? Not even a gram. But I don't know. I guess like combined with the golf ball texture, it would be harder to implement. I use fingertip mice, Mr. Boardsy, and I hate you. That's a large part of the fingertip mouse using community, but I'll never budge on it until I try one that like gives me a reason to. But yeah, I do want to try the Piranha Mouse Mod's Pulse or just something. Something that feels different. Part of why I wanted to try the Zero Mouse. Why even not have coating? Is it for the weight? They said something about like an environmental reason as well. Like the types of materials used. I don't even know. Yeah, this one just doesn't feel like a winner to me. It's not a bad setup, just not a winner. Heels had a coating they would take over the industry. Well, at least if they had just like a standard feeling smooth like plastic mouse. Yo, Kegerator with the 500 ARS. I can never remember these currencies, especially now that I'm no longer a frequent streamer, but I appreciate it. Appreciate the 500. My setup is some sort of improvisation from an old table from the 70s, and it's also my music studio for most things. That is shocking. I will have to see it when it's submitted, but I appreciate the 500 ARS. Based music setup. I think the Ultra Grip coating on Piranha Mouse Mod mice adds like 2 grams. Yeah, it's probably like in the range of 1 or 2. Try the Sayakib Castle 80HM. I think I have. Is that the one that has like the bedazzled bottom? Fenrir Asim is the best fingertip mice I used, but I don't feel stable in TAC FPS. Yeah, that's like the fingertip mice. Jesus, the stability is a big issue for me with them. Like they just never feel as stable as a full-size mouse. I don't understand how some people say they do. And all of the Kovacs cheaters, they use fingertip mice. Yo, Boardsy, what are the best fast full skates for the GPX2? I don't even know. Like Magic Ice? That's what I would go for, but I don't know if they're like the fastest or if there's something else that's possibly better at this point. I just haven't been in tune with the skate market. What are those posters on the wall? They're it's the Harper's Weekly newspaper from the 1800s. Boardsy 2C or Crazy Light? Which one is the one? Really depends on your preferences. If you want something lighter, go for the Crazy Light. If you just want that like GPX Mini feeling, go for the 2C. There's some price difference as well, but both are good. That's kind of like how the mouse market goes. Very cool. Thank you. It's Buck Ewing. Great baseball player. Great American. I couldn't find Magic Ice for the Super Light anywhere, so I just got Tiger Ice. Yeah, that's like, you made a fine decision. You're going to have pretty good mouse skates regardless. Some people are saying to make a new skate tier list, and I just don't even know like what there is to cover. Mods should probably check the recent setup chat. Yes, hopefully the Discord mods can get on it. But sadly, they're most likely all asleep. Hopefully it's not full TOS. People are posting inappropriate GIFs. That is terrible. Why are you so based with your opinions? I don't know. I mean, just years of being in this scene have turned me this way. It's TOS, okay. And then I will just take a look. Jesus Christ. I mean, what could it possibly be? Let's see. Let me mark. I was at 1224. Okay, did the mods take care of it already? Jesus. I don't see anything. Seems like this was a false alarm. Well, maybe it was a correct alarm. It's the thing with the mods, they don't play around. Okay, I'm scrolling back up. It's gone. It's very bad. Good God. I apologize that you guys had to put your eyes through that. Will you be trying the Wooting 60H EP2? Yes, that's also interesting because it has like the multi-spacebar option. Maybe like the thumb can become a more important part of the whole keyboard solution. But I don't know, I'm just like, at this point, grasping at straws. Okay, what do we have here? Is this a Zero Mouse? Yes, pretty based. Some Keep Mat, the Holy 60, Kurosan pad. This really checks all the boxes. Yeah, this is a solid modern set. But yet again, a single monitor. All this desk space, only one monitor. It's something I never understand. When are you gonna shave that shocking mustache? One time in between my streaming hiatus, I actually did shave it, but then I just let it grow back because it's like so much more annoying to take care of than just like shaving the beard area. So I just kind of let it grow. I'm not even like that committed to it at this point. It's just kind of a utility thing. Grow a goatee too? Yeah, see, I don't know if that's me. I mean, I never say never, and the whole look can change. I haven't gotten a haircut in like 6 or 7 months. You don't need more than one monitor, especially if you want to lock in. Like, yeah, if you are like an ultra competitive gamer, maybe I understand one monitor. But I mean, I just could not even imagine not having a second monitor. Are you gonna buy the Fenrir Pro sub 20 gram mouse? It usually G-Wolf sends me all of their new releases. Oh my god, unusual joint activity. The Discord is too. It's popping too hard. Clip farming, yes. I have all of my clippers are going to be posting this on a TikTok and YouTube Shorts. I was actually thinking about just becoming a YouTube Shorts creator because I think long form's just chopped liver. Let's see. What's this one? Piranha Mouse Mods pad, OP1, HitScan Hyperlight, IEMs, some keyboard. This is a very based setup, but it is a setup Sunday winner. I mean, some people, they just have it down. They have the winning formula down. 6 or 7 monitors is the sweet spot. I remember like years ago, like maybe even in the pandemic, somebody submitted like a actual 6 monitor setup. It was a sight to see. I wonder if I could possibly revive Crunker. It's just too good mechanically to be as dead as it is. What is this? Piranha Mouse Mods Pulse. I wish I had one of these, but similar to the Zero mouse, I'll be getting one from the next batch. You will be shocked with my setup. That is the hope. Wait, see, I still don't know if I give this one the win. We have another Spider-Man Funko Pop. There's a guild of people with these who just know how to get a setup Sunday win. Crunker's got to slow down the max speed. No, that's like the only good part about the game. If that gets slower, then it's like hardly Crunker. They still have like the bigger hitboxes, I think, and comp mode's never worked out. But just as like an arcade game, it has a lot of potential. Can you make the cam? I don't even know why I read that comment. Imagine Razer Viper V3 Pro Mini. See, the thing is, they never have done a mini version of this shape, so there's no, I don't even know how to imagine it would feel. Probably similar to the GPX 2C, but just with Viper size. Bro, please suggest me the best gaming mic. Bro, what the fuck are you? This is some of the worst spam I've seen. Under $80 to $100. I don't even know. Did you mean mice? Favorite Blade song? That's a good question. I actually haven't been listening to much Blade. I had some lyric in my head earlier. I was like, what song is this from? And it turned out it was from Like a Virgin. So, I mean, it's not my favorite song, but it's the first one that comes to mind. And I'm just the whole Red Light album. That's peak. Reality Surf. That was good as well. Keys to the City. That's a Crunker song as well. Let's see, what is this? This guy's saying he needs it. See, he needs it more than the people who have already won. Again, just so many of these setups are dark. What's wrong with you guys? Where's a little bit of light? A little bit of life? Yeah, I guess like it's not entirely like blacked out from the sunlight. The keyboard case is interesting. This can get a win. This guy needs it, he says. I saw you use RE20, but I want to know what interface you use. Just a Scarlett 2i2, which is, I mean, it's shown its longevity at this point. I've been using it for over 5 years. Bordsy, just wanted to say we all appreciate you. I appreciate that. Because this scene, I mean, the scene's just like dull. I'm not going to say it's like thankless, but there's just not much going on in the gaming mouse space. Happy that everybody came out to a Setup Sunday stream. Is the CR05 faster than the Zero in general? I was thinking about like making a rant video about how glass pads just can't be compared to cloth. It just makes no sense. Like it's just a hard piece of glass. Yeah, I mean I'll expand on those thoughts at some point. 67 likes. Okay, that's good. I remember it was at 3 earlier. So 67 is much better than 3. Don't let your pity spoil your accuracy. That's true, but I mean, the past two people I'd wanted to give the win to were like repeat winners, so I don't want the system to be played at the same time. Did you say anything about your mouse project? No. I'll say it's in the prototyping stage. It's definitely a ways out. Yeah, we gotta keep that on the low. Because the worst thing that can happen with a mouse project is it gets stolen before it even happens. And you want to avoid that at all costs. This one's pretty nice because it's still dark. Like everything's unusually dark, but there's some life. It's just a Star Wars comic. Padsmith pad. Very nice accents. And then a lot of mouse and dongles. Are they all plugged in though? That's kind of insane. Maybe they're just like ready to be plugged in, which might even be more insane. Yeah, this is a very respectable, like high tier setup. Again, one monitor. Not as much space though, so it's not as egregious. Or is there? Yeah. Review the Heartbase 2. So many people have been asking, is it really worth it though? I saw they're doing like a Demon 1 mouse. I was thinking about waiting until then. Or is that already out? I'm not lying when I say I'm like kind of tuned out of the scene. It's not that good. We need more innovation in the keyboard and mouse space. I agree. Something big has to happen. I mean, I feel like the closest thing we have to that is the G Pro Super Strike. And then best case scenario is like the entire industry just changes to that like click tech. But it just, at least it shows that there's like something can happen. Yeah, so what do I have? 2 of the 15 winners? I don't know if this is another winner. It's a great setup as it is. This guy doesn't need 30 bones. That's the way I say it. Are there any good cheap fingertip clone mice? I mean, I actually don't know. Like, what's the best fingertip mouse under like $60? Maybe something like one of the Pulsar clones? Harp 2 is just a clone of the Viper V3? That can't be true, is it? Is it a different shape from the Harp 1? I don't even know if I've watched a review of it. Mezzy from Vitality CS2 is using an Asus mouse now. Is that the guy? Fuck, I feel like there was some clip of him screaming at a LAN a few weeks ago, like saying something in like broken English. Am I thinking of the right guy? Might not be. You think Sora V2 is still good in this market? It's fine. A lot of people seem to choose the HitScan Hyperlight over it like long term. No, it's not? Okay. Mezzy is the guy using right click to move forward. Oh, he's from England? Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know who I'm thinking of. Right click to move forward. That is crazy though. And then he uses left click to shoot? That's kind of like intuitive though, in a way. Maybe. Been using a Glassworks Casimir and a HitScan Hyperlay with the Obsidian dots, but I want to switch to a cloth head. Any suggestions? I mean, just buy like Artisan 0, Artisan Hien. Go from there. You can get like an Otsu Key 83. I'm just really, like, most of what I use is like Artisan nowadays. I'm testing glass right now. It's Quake binds? I mean, Rocket Jump Ninja had some insane binds from Quake as well, right? Like, he used left click, or left shift to move forward. Am I right? Probably Apex that you think of? Yeah, I think it is Andromeda. Do you often experience reverse scrolling with the mouse? You try? No. Like, I'm very immune to scroll wheel issues, but I have way more, like, main click issues than other people, seemingly. I don't know why that is. Should I get the Death Hour V4 or the Viper V3 Pro? It's the same price. It just depends on the shape you prefer. It's not like the tech or quality is going to be massively different between the two. Which version of the Zero? I mean, I prefer the soft. The orange seems to be popular over the black, but I don't think there's too much difference. Okay, what do we have here? Hayate Otsu, good mouse rotation, including some fingertip mice, even a SteelSeries mouse. What's this? Some high ground keyboard, 2 monitors, some light. So he says does capture some good elements. Best Artisan pad for Fortnite. Most pros use the Zero, like that use Artisan. I like the Hien a lot. I'm obviously no pro. But Merstash and Swizzy won like FNCS with the Hayate Otsu, so I don't know. They're kind of all viable. Just depends on what you prefer. Isn't Sora V2 an AI video generator? Yeah, but that came out after the Sora mouse. It's a shame they couldn't sue OpenAI. Get that name changed. It's actually funny though. Yeah, that name totally lost all of its SEO. When's the Boardsy Edition Zero coming? I wish I knew as badly as you. But I'm hoping before the end of the year, but it's all a game of hope. I did like I messaged earlier this week, and it's like queued for production, but there's still no firm date. Which I don't even know. Do you use the Wooting ADHD? Not that much. I use the Gateron GT60. There's not really like a night and day difference. I could use the Wooting. I just don't. I haven't for a while. I'm looking forward to the new release though. Have you tried the Piranha Mouse mod pads? They did send them out to me, but I didn't put too much time on them. I just found them not like too similar to the rest of the market, but just like a lot of other pads. Didn't blow me away. Went back to what I was familiar with. Will the Artisan X EDG collab ever be up for sale? No, I mean, I have no idea how that one is working either. If I don't know about my own collab, I'm not going to know about other people's. It's the thing with Artisan, very secretive. Have I skipped any setups? No. Well, I just don't know if this one's a winner. It's a good setup. Loki could use another mouse. It's not like this is... Yeah, I will give this one a win. Just because I'm complaining about the lack of color in monitors and other people's setups, I gotta show I believe in what I'm saying. What time zone are you in? I am in Eastern Standard Time, so it's about to be 1 p.m. The New York Jets are about to play. Thrilling. Let's see, is this it's not a fake Artisan, it just looks, I guess it looks dusty. And from the photo, the stitching looked weird. Let's see, what do we have, though? G-Wolf Zuck, based. Is this an Attack Shark mouse? I don't even know. I recognize this dongle. And then G-Wolves. Again. Pretty solid. One monitor. Nice desk. 480 hertz OLED. Not bad. XM2W good for big hands claw? In my opinion, yeah. But if you have like... I mean, even if you have like huge hands, it is a pretty wide mouse, but the clicks are quite low. Did you see that NPO1 Ergo's coming out next year? I have no idea. Like, I did see that, but it seems like Vaxi, they're just making a billion tweaks to that shape. Like, every possible variation of grip style that you could have on that mouse, they're going to have something for you. It's very interesting. Going from a Heian to a Saturn Pro, what should I be looking out for? Just a lot smoother, more controlled in general. On the Saturn Pro. I need a G-Wolves mouse in my hands. I mean, which is the... I guess the Hadias Ultra is the easiest one to recommend. The Vuck's really not bad, but it also could use some refinement. Where do I go to throw my setup into the ring? Go to my Discord, which is in the pinned comment, and then the setups channel. And then hopefully I can still get to all of them at this point. Am I really only 1 minute into setup submissions? That's fucking crazy. This one, it would be a winner. It just feels a bit lifeless. But the setup, the peripherals are good. Will Kurosan ever restock the Samurai? I think they are doing a... No, I think they're doing a Ninja V2. I have no idea about the Samurai. Heian's still your favorite artist, and if you had to main only one? That's such a tough question between the Heian and the Zero. Because it's like a seasonal thing almost. Like, I'll go through a 6-month stretch where I just only want to use like a smooth cloth pad. But then I'll use the Heian, or it's really whenever I get a fresh Heian, I just like want to use it for a few months. So it's a very tough question. This is like one of the toughest in the world. But if I had a constant access to fresh Heians, I would probably go with that, if that makes sense. What's the best mouse pad that won't cling to cat hair? The newer Zeros should be better. Yeah, it's a tough question because in one way you could say glass pads because you can clean them off, but when the cat hair's on it, it's going to be so annoying. So, I don't know. Saturn Pro shouldn't be as bad, just things are like slightly different cloth weaves. In my opinion, Key 83 is the best Artisan. A lot of people like it. I don't hate it, but I just never like preferred it over the Zero by a large amount, or the Heian rather. I was just so taken aback by whatever this mouse pad is. Just cut. Let's cut up a desk mat. And the WL mouse, not bad, honestly. I don't know what keyboard this is, but pretty much all the same. PC with a little strap. Type 99 clears. Yeah, I mean, Type 99, it's valid as well. It's the thing with peripherals. People used to have, like, hot takes and people would get mad, but now it's just, like, use whatever. Whatever's clever. Your take on cheap Hall effect keyboards? I would just never use them. I'm sure some of them are like good bang for your buck, and especially if you're not going from something like the best keyboard on the market, you're not going to notice any like weirdness with latency. So if you're just on a budget, I'm sure there's plenty of good stuff from like Mcho's ATK. I just don't try it. He deserves a win for that mouse pad. He low-key does, but he's a Setup Sunday winner. I can't tell if this is gaming the system. Like, look at how clean everything is, and then we have this mouse pad. I just don't know. What's the best mouse grip tapes in your opinion? I am not a big grip tape user. Cicada wings are good. Super grips are, if you want something very sticky, like some people like super grips. I just realized you're the person who said you deserve a win. So, I mean, I almost respect it. Like, you have been asking for Setup Sunday for weeks. Like, you've been stratting. You can get the win. Not a pity win, but something. The thinner the grip, the better. Yeah, for sure. You don't want to alter the shape too much. Like, some of the old BTL grips were pretty thick. Is the Superlight 2C a good idea for large hands? Not, like, it's obviously not a top recommendation, but for my hands, I find it surprisingly usable. But it's not, like, something I'd widely recommend. It's not as hard to recommend as, like, a Final Mouse Small for large hands, if that makes sense. Have you tried some Matrova pads? No. And I feel like I've been getting asked that question all year. I just totally should have by now, but again, it's like, that's just life. I've heard of some people having problems with the X2 Crazy Light. Like, what kind of problems? My experience has been good. I got sent 50 units to, like, send out and give away, and I haven't heard many negative reports. So that's from one person who just fucking squeezed the mouse and broke it. I don't know if you would agree, but there are no big leaps in mice tech just waiting for the new G Pro. Yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at. I don't think anybody else, besides G-Wolves, they're trying to innovate with regards to weight at least, and other things. But the Super Strike clicks, those should be industry changing. And nothing really has been in a while. I don't know what's going on here. We have like a coiled case, a Hot Wheel, some IEMs. What is this, like a low-profile keyboard? Is this the Noofy keyboard? That was such a big thing at, like, this point last year. Did you try Midori? No, I didn't get sent that one. I think the art's, it's, like, nice on that pad. It's a style that there should be more of. Reminded me of some my old X-ray pads. How's the Razer Goliath? That's, like, I don't think I've used one of those since, like, fucking COVID. If that... No more medium-sized IKEA mouse pads. Good thing I hoarded up on them while they were a thing. List them on eBay. What is this? A red desk. See, there's some flavor. The IEMs are performative. I was thinking about giving IEMs another try. Just because, like, I'm not bored of the DT990s, but I do need a new set, and I haven't even had them for that long. Wu G, good alternative to Artisan Heian. Is that an eSport Tiger pad? I honestly have no idea. I don't think... Like, I just recommend a Heian at this point. Vitality Player Chronicle prefers ATK A9 over GPX2? Chronicle. Who am I? Am I thinking of Valorant Chronicle? There are too many esports people, but that's interesting. I mean, I tried... the Mcho's AX7's pretty good, so I presume ATK's... plastic GPX clones probably fine nowadays. That's the thing, these companies have had a lot of time to catch up. It used to be like the clone companies were years behind. Now they're pretty much on the same level. Heians are 100 in my country, yeah, then just probably go for... I mean, I don't know what it is. If it's like a Heian style, if it's like similar to the Aqua Control Pro, sort like maybe go for it, but IEMs are overrated. I would generally agree. Okay, this is LGG custom cable from the code 6 months ago. Wow. The former Setup Sunday winnings being put into use. That is shocking. What mouse will you use for Minecraft? I'm not a big Minecraft player, but is double clicking still a thing? I have no idea. Bloody AX7. Bortzy, when are you going to have the Super Strike? Probably, like, in a few months. I don't know if it'll be like really early next year or if it's like March or something. People who buy headsets just like to waste their money. Well, it depends. Like some headsets do. Whenever I see like Bad Seed Tech post a headset video, it's like $500 or $1,000. It does seem crazy. I just use like DT990s. Astro A40s for like 70 years. Wow. I remember when I was in high school, like the Astro, maybe it was the A40 or the A70 was like big for COD. When's the Boardsy mouse coming out? I'm not going to put a date on that. Possibly 2026. Let's go with that. Anyone that says IEMs are overrated hasn't tried a good pair. I mean, I've tried 4 or 5 pairs at this point. At various points in the IEM hype cycle. All sorts of different ones. And it's never clicked for me. What monitor do you mainly use? The Sony InZone 480Hz OLED. But it doesn't have any issues really. I do want a new monitor because I'm getting FOMO on some of this new monitor tech. IEMs hurt my ears in long term. See, that even happens to me in the short term. So I don't know why I'm trying to do this again. I just know how it's going to go. But I do want to try IEMs once again. When is the Zyzrael V2 coming out now? That's a question for Rocket Jump Ninja. Who, has he been posting? Has he left the scene? Viper V4 when? We know you know. I mean, I've said I think it's going to be April 2026 for... I've said that for a while, going off of the previous schedule. I don't know if they will deviate from that. You think it's still worth it to buy the Pulsar X2 Crazy Light? It's a fine one of the small light mice, but it's not the only option for sure. And there are options like below 100 if you're on a budget. What do you think about MCho's A7 Ultra? I don't think I liked that when I tried it, but I think the current ATK stuff is probably fine. So, like the MCho's AX7, the magnesium one, that's fine. But I don't know about like the older gen plastic, unless that's the current gen. Given that we're on the 7, it's probably fine. GPX clones are probably fine. Probably not as good as the GPX though. Are wall hack mouse pads worth it? If you want a glass pad, they're like the most widely available. Because it's so weird, like, recommending glass pads that they were only made for one drop, and that drop happened, like, earlier this year. Wallhack does make it simple, but they're definitely not cheap. Mad R versus X2 Crazy Light? That's like, sort of like I made that video earlier this year. When's that Blue Artisan coming out? It's out already. It's just the Blue Hien. I do have a prototype of the Repu, but... Again, that's an artisan prototype, so it probably won't come that quick. Please scroll faster. Yeah, I'm really tapped out of the Sub Sunday. I swear I've seen this setup before. The Matrova pad, fingertip mouse here. Oh wow, another jewels. What is this, the HTR? It's not one you see very much. 2 monitors. This is very clean. Nice headset, nice keyboard. Yeah, see, I'm getting so many questions about the Mad R. That's how you know nothing ever changes in this scene. We don't even have new budget mice. That's a real tragedy. Have I missed any budget mice? I haven't been told to review anything new. Will there be a year-end best of Boardsy video? I think I only ever did one of those in channel history. There will be a seal of approval roundup, which I definitely went under my quota on that. There were not many seal of approvals. So that's like talking about the best products of the year, but yeah, I do also have to make new tier lists. True, VXE R1 still the GOAT. I feel like that's a bit outdated at this point, but yeah, it still works fine. You know, for the price, it's a fine recommendation. Skyrock's V8 better? See, it's just, these are the same names. Why do you think Gravistar is a joke company? I bought it, very good quality and performance. The first mount, like the design, I just never took them seriously. I just can't imagine. I just simply know that I won't try it and be like, wow, I'm going to use this over the Viper V3 Pro, but maybe it's worth a try. It's not like I'm overloaded with mice that I haven't reviewed. Okay, let's see this. What do we have? The Epic CS WL mouse, wow, with the flat sides as well. It's a nice touch. X-Ray Pad Origin mouse pad, I think. Pretty good. Smudged up monitor. I fuck with the Look with the dinosaurs on some string, or whatever this is. That's a winning setup. See, this is just like actual personality. This person's dinosaur maxing. Like in dino maxing. Thoughts on TMR keyboards? I've never tried one, but it seems like the tech isn't quite there yet. I don't know if it ever will be, but it definitely doesn't like outperform top Hall effects currently. Is it worth? The setup has soul. Yes, you get it. These are the qualities that I look for. I just like, is this Mr. Potato Head? Some type of Smurf? Illuminati. See, the more I look, Evil Eye, I don't really like this. But it's a winner. Can't take that back. Console setup. Damn, where the hell is the console? This actually just looks like he's gaming on nothing. It's all connected to the light bulb. Hurry it up, Unk? Am I really 2 minutes into setups? Like, that just doesn't seem possible. 40 minutes behind. It's just so over. It's over for everything. Do you think the Wooting 60 V2 is worth it? I mean, if you just want like a cheap keyboard, probably not. But if you want like the newest, best of the best tech, it might be worth it. That's the way I'd look at it. Please try the Topra GX1. There's a chance. I mean, I should try out some new keyboards. I'm not really gaining anything by using only one keyboard. What's the best glass pad you recommend? Wallhack? I don't really... It's like I don't recommend many mouse pads. But yeah, the Wallhacks are the easiest to recommend. Generally when they're on sales. Like Black Friday's coming up. If you want maybe the older version, those might be on a big sale. I just don't recommend paying like over $100 on a glass pad unless you know it's going to be like what you want. But okay, this setup, we have a nice plant. Is this a fake plant or a real plant? It looks a bit fake. But we have Artisan based. The hell is this? Hitscan Hyperlight? Is this like the $500 headset, the Steel Series? Mice with heating, when? We've had mice with cooling. Yeah, we haven't had mice with heating yet. I wouldn't be surprised. We need some new Chinese gimmick mice. It's another thing we haven't had enough of. Does the Artisan Repu feel nicer than glass? Like less scrapey? Well, yeah, it's not going to... It is on a harder base, so you don't get like any squishiness, but it's just like a more plasticky texture feeling surface rather than glass. Like it's not going to have the dust issue. I won't say it's universally better. I found it a bit too fast for Fortnite. Have you made a video on the new Saber V2? No, they fucking sent me a keyboard instead. I feel like they're trolling me because at first Corsair didn't send it. They were like, we don't have your address, even though I filled out my address in like their online form. And then they're like, we're sending you it, and they send me a full-size keyboard. And so I was just like, this company, it doesn't seem like they want to send me this mouse, so I just didn't go out of my way to get it. That was just crazy, though, when a full-size keyboard showed up. I was like, wow, this company is really playing the long game with trolling me on this release. Are you going to do a best deals on Amazon for Black Friday? Most likely, I would say so. If there are good deals. Well, is that an Apex Pro Mini in this setup? I think... Yeah, possibly. Is it like the UK version? I don't know what's going on here. This is a good setup, though. Got a lot of respect for it. You know any good claw grip mice with a back hump? There are plenty. There are a lot. I mean, the XM2 is one option, but that's doesn't really narrow down your options. Blind bought Heian and Type 99. Heian too fast. Type 99 too slow. Probably the 0. I mean, it's a nice in-between speed-wise. That's why I always tell people to go for the Heian and the 0. Type 99 and the Raiden, you're messing with the extremes. Are you able to palm the HTS Ultra 8K? I mean, it's like way too small for me to palm. Like my palm is larger in the mouse, so I don't know if that answers your question. Zero mouse blade review in a decade? Wow, almost rhymes. Almost rhymes if you mess around with the structure. But yeah, it should be next month, so this decade. Let's see, what is this? Wow, this is a 6 or 7 monitor setup. What is this? Marvel Rivals. Wow. Beautiful. People still play this. See, that dongle, it's looking a little bit far away. It's looking a little bit far away. Possibly more than 24 centimeters. Yeah, see, this is just interesting. Because it makes it seem like everything is so far away. It's like tilted. Flex your biceps. I will refrain from doing that. Does the back of your palm need to touch the mouse to be considered clawed? There needs to be some palm contact, yeah. Which mouse gate would you recommend for glass pads? I tend to like PTFE, like full-size skates. Like when I'm testing glass pads, those are actually like what I settle on. But for long-term use, like maybe Obsidian's, like something from X-Ray Pad that's designed for glass. Asus doesn't pay Boardsy enough to review them. Yeah, that's the issue. All these other companies, they're writing me big checks, and Asus, they won't do a thing. Yeah, I want to review the Demon 1 mouse. Top 3 mice for small hands? There's just too many good small options. By the way, you're still only like 5 minutes into setups, and what can I do? What can I do? Everything feels like a winner. Like, what do we have here? We have lots of relevant good mice. We have the XM1. That's a classic. ULX, GPX, Viper V3. What is this? Like OP1 maybe? I don't know. Wired endgame gear possibly. It's a great setup. First has a great setup. What is this? A Persian rug? Is this a winner? You just got to rush through setups. Don't rush a man through his art. See, you get it. ATK Edge. Wow. See, this shows. Budget Hall effect boards are fine. Presuming that's even a budget Hall effect board. QCK Speed one was good. Yeah, this is a good setup. I think the only thing I said about was Marvel Rivals. There's also a G305. There's a Spire Dynamic. It's a good setup. See, everything's great. Everything's a winner. So nothing's a winner. What is this, a Funko Pop? I don't know. Make each review 15 seconds? Well, maybe if I was like Mao of China, that's what I would do, but we're in America. Showing rank should be mandatory? That would be an interesting way to go about it. Or at least show your main game. Uses Funko Pop instantly disqualified. That is a way to make it more efficient. Not enough people are posting chopped setups. Well, see, this is the point I'm trying to get across. Nobody has a chopped setup anymore. Well, some people do. But the ratio is much lower. Just because we've had so much... People have had time to catch up. Even if spending $100 on a mouse is a lot, over the course of a few years, you can get a mouse or two. Best halal cart place in the city? I'm not somebody who, like, makes a trip to all sorts of them. But back when I was in high school, I would get, like, the lamb salad almost every day from this guy on, like, 9th Street and 5th Avenue in Brooklyn. I think that cart is still there, so... That's right in the heart of Park Slope, not exactly Mecca. But quite good halal food. Bay Ridge, that's where... There's a lot of halal there in Brooklyn. Wait for mine. I've got like 9 mice. Future is now, old man. ATX PC bad. Yeah, I don't know why people love these mini PCs. Who are the winners currently? I have no idea. Do I have like 3 winners? 4? How long have I been live? 53 minutes. Wow. Feels like longer than I have been. Are you going to do a best deals video on Black Friday? Yes, don't worry. If I have a chance to promote Amazon affiliate links, I will do it. Besides the price, how do you truly feel about the ATK duckbill? I mean, I sold it like pretty quickly after the review. It really didn't move me. But it's like a fine mouse, if that's the shape you're looking for. But just no, didn't really leave an impact in my mind, an imprint in my mind. Can we give a setup Sunday code to Mamdani? I don't know. Unlike Mayor Eric Adams, he never heard me out about gaming mice, so it's hard for me to really give him full throttled support. Kathy is harassing me. That's one of the most common complaints I get. People are like, the mods in your Discord are just no good. And I'm like, it's beyond my control. Okay, let's see this. This is a former Setup Sunday winner. This shows you guys what to aspire to. Got some Pokemon maxing. ULX, what is this, like a free fall pad? Single monitor, pulsar sleeve. This is a good setup. I mean, what can I say? This guy's got his corner of the room. He's got it down packed. Does the setup need to be clean? No, not at all. But sadly, given the pace I'm going at, I don't know if I will be getting through all of the setups. Yes, Mamdani did win the mayoral election. Oh wow, I see a Boardsy mouse. Is this the first Zebra Crazy Lightweight? Did I miss this one though? Or did I cover this one? I don't even know. Should be fair though. What is this? Viper V3 Pro? Wow, just everything's black. Black desk, black Viper, black mousepad, black PC case. Looking, I even know like, what is this called? The bezels can even be this big. This guy's like 2016 gaming. He just wanted extra large bezels. Are you a Knicks fan? Yeah. That's really they're the franchise in New York that gives me the most hope, which probably makes it the most crushing. Like Jets and Mets, that's just like, it's kind of like performance art and just like being a joke. But the Knicks, it's like they're a real franchise. Looks like a BenQ monitor? Yeah, but don't they usually have some branding? Like I didn't see anything there. But yeah, it's a fine setup. It's just very boring. It even has like the rose emoji. Nice mustache, looking clean, brother. Thank you. Thank you for the compliment. Wow. Even with the card. See, that feels a bit performative. It makes me even question if you're really using the mouse on the day-to-day. What is this, though? The Vaxi PC. Oh, yes. This guy was stratting in my Discord trying to, like, win Setup Sunday. Now it all makes sense. But again, I might have to respect that. What is this? Who the hell is that? It's like a college team? I don't think that's like an MLB player. Wow, some health textbook. This can get a win. You rock that cap, not gonna lie. Yeah, this stream is really the only time I wear it. Easy win, bro. Good audio. Yeah, I see you're shilling for your friend. But I respect it. There's enough winners to go around. You think aging affects your aiming performance? In some ways, yes. But then you see Bardos, like he's getting like 1800 on one wall, 6 targets small, and he's like, what, in his 30s or something? So, I don't know. You can always just like stare into a candle to improve your reactivity, stare into the sun. There are a lot of things you can do to like negate the process. Looks like the Pittsburgh Pirates. I thought it was like more of like a college team, but I don't know. You gonna do college? I'm 23, man. I'm done with college. I will say I do some things. Let's put it that way. What are your thoughts on the new wall hack glass pads? I will have a video up possibly tomorrow on the controlled one. That bottle instantly disqualified? Yeah. If it's not pulled in spring, it's honestly disqualifying. Is the Raiden mid supposed to make my mouse skates scratchy when I apply pressure? Probably not. I would assume that's more like the plastic on the bottom of your mouse rather than your skates that are actually being scratchy. I'm 39 and got to Masters on Kovacs in 80 hours and haven't gamed in 12 years. That's shocking. 23. Shit, I'm 30 now. So jealous. Well, 23, I mean, that's a crazy age. Sports, you tapped in with sun gazing? I have been for years. Like, I forget who really put me on initially. It was like back in high school. Adderall and beta blockers for aiming is the move. Oh yeah, didn't Matty OW post like some twit longer about quitting? Or something? Speaking of aiming? I couldn't even, like right before I went live, I saw it. I like read through it and that's what I thought. But I saw nobody said anything about it, so I was like, oh, maybe it was a bait? Yeah, pretty much a side hustle, Lemonade. VXE R1 Pro Max is a good mouse. Yeah, the R1 Pro is still a fine budget offering, but I think there's like I would go for like an ATK F1 over it. unless it's like way cheaper. Core pads are Ice V2 mouse skates for the GPX. Maybe Ice V2 or like Magic Ice, I don't know. Core pads are still, it's fine though. Like the mouse skates, there's not really a gap nowadays. Though I will admit, I'm not changing up mouse skates on a weekly basis like I used to. Do you get recognized at Walmarts? There are no Walmarts in New York City, but no. Like, I'm not going outside getting mobbed. I want to try the Skyrox V6 out. It's not bad. Skyrox is a solid clone brand. I'm just surprised they don't release any more products. Bordsy, do you live in Brooklyn? Yes, my whole life. Let's make a Peripheral brand. Fuck it. Possibly down. Gotta do something in the scene. Because it's not like the Peripherals are going to make themselves. For a while they were. And now I have to start making them, is what I've realized. How can I fix the scratchiness? I mean, possibly thicker skates. Is it only on the Raiden that it happens? Isn't Hell a Hungarian energy drink? I have no idea what that comment means. Oh yeah, I'm going way too slow. Is this the T1 Pulsar mouse? That's kind of cool. And the Padsmith. See, this is a high level, like, color matching setup. What is this? The Apex Legends knife? It's a pretty good setup. Ignore monitor tilt. Fuck, I don't know. Is this a winner? I got oil money. I can support. I respect oil money. With the matching drink? I mean, see, that's just like, it's pretty, what kind of, oh yeah, there's the Hell energy drink. The weather today has been kind of weird in Brooklyn. Yeah, I thought it was going to be sunny earlier, and now we have this just dull day. What skates give the most control on the Hien, but can still feel the texture of the pad? I mean, I don't even think in terms of, like, most control. I've honestly been using a lot of stock skates. Like, I've been using stock skates on the GPX and the GPX 2C and the Viper V3 Pro, and I feel like I get that experience out of the Hien. And I still recommend the same, like, PTFE aftermarket skates I have for a while. So, like Magic Ice, Tiger Ice. Pulsar would offer you to make your personal mouse shape. What would be your ideas? I've experimented with, like, what could be different in terms of mouse design. I really do think asymmetrical is the future. Like, there's no reason that a mouse has to be symmetrical, like, for the wide variety of shapes. I'm not saying it's, like, uncomfortable. I'm not saying you need to go full ergo. But I'm saying, like, there's room to expand in that area. Bordsy, do you live in Park Slope? I do. No, but I grew up, like, I went to high school in the John Jay building, so I've been in Park Slope for a good amount of my life. Smash burgers or thick burgers? Generally thick, but I mean, what's a, like, Shake Shack is a good fast food burger. I don't know if that's considered, like, smashed. Oh shit, you don't even live in America anymore. I forgot that, Lemonade. Do you have Shake Shack where you live? Ergo ruined how I hold my mice. Yeah, it always it feels weird swapping back, like whenever I use the Death Adder V3 Pro. Or Death Adder V4 rather. Can we get on with this? Oh yeah, I totally forget about Setup Sunday. That's one of the main things about Setup Sunday. But I feel like I've only given out 4 or 5 winners possibly, so there's still some room to go. Intentionally ask more questions to slow them down. It doesn't even need to be intentional. It happens on its own. No, but I tried Shake Shack in NYC. It's amazing. Yeah, it's pretty solid. But, like, in middle America, there's, like, Culver's, which people shill really hard. I've never tried. And, like, Whataburger. I don't even know. It's the thing about this country. We have a ton of burger spots. I got a crown. Wow. Multiple people with crowns. Death Adder V4 long-term review when? Or Death Adder V4, one of them. I don't even know. I probably at some point I should make a just like Razer mouse roundup. Something. Gotta get more content out. Best mouse that's similar to the Modelo but better for $70. Maybe like just a Sky. It's not a similar shape, but you can look into stuff from like Skyrock's, ATK, M-Shows. Something there will get you there. I grew up in Culver's country. Damn. Yeah, I've only been to a place that has it once. In Missouri. Okay, what is this? Just another grim setup. GPX, Shogun, some keyboard. What is this? Apex Pro Mini, maybe? One monitor in the dark. Is this a FlexiSpot desk? I don't think so. Why does GPX battery last so much longer than Razer? Nobody knows. Logitech just works some magic with their whole like sensor experience. I wish we had a Shake Shack in New England. We don't get any of the good stuff. That's actually surprising that there isn't. What do you guys have? Like, just Five Guys? That's so, like, there's not Shake Shack in Boston? Or are you in, like, Vermont? Shout out to Vermont, one of the smallest states in the nation. Are you going to review the ATK F1 V2? They offered to send me one, but it was, like, their TikTok marketing department. So I don't know if I'm actually going to get it. So I do plan to. But I think ATK is just going to send me it. Realistically, they should send me, like, every product they have. There are Shake Shacks in Boston? Okay, thank you for confirming. I was like, this can't be possible. How will the market compete with Logitech's haptic inductive trigger since they got a patent? Generally, the market just doesn't care. But it may be hard to replicate for, like, maybe 6 months to a year. It should be interesting. It's possible that everybody will be on Logitech if it's really that game-changing for a good amount of time. Where's the Vaxi PD 140, 150 review? I don't know if I'll cover those. I kind of want to try the faster version, because the 140 was just way too slow, and the 150, it developed like this kind of like sticky, like kind of drag sensation when I would try to switch directions. I just stopped using it in favor of other like similar controlled pads, so I don't know. But I do want to try like the 151 or whatever. Will Razer create their own implementation? You have to imagine. And they might have something pretty big planned for their next Viper release, whenever that happens. Thoughts on the Corsair Saber Pro? Ultimately not worth it, because it's just very similar to this like Dairy mouse that had been out all year that I tried, which like was not impressive. And the Corsair one's just a very similar mold, just with Corsair branding. And they just won't send me it. Like they're trolling me. And that's possibly why, because I expressed these opinions. 5 minutes and haven't moved a single page down? Look, man, I don't know what you want me to say. All I can do is, say, this is a Wooting artisan pad, based 2 monitors, gigantic ring light, hat, stream deck. This is a well-off setup. I don't know, this cloud foam type of wrist rest. What game is this? Or is this just a desktop? It's no game. A game of desktop. Where's my drainer roll in the Discord? That's a good question. It's a solid setup. What is that? The ROM mouses? I haven't tried any of their new releases. Cotton balls as a wrist pad. Yeah, not a bad setup in any way. I don't know the mouse though. What is this? What dongle is that? You think Huano mechanical mouse switches will last for a long time? Generally, they do. Huano is pretty good with double clicking relative to whatever other mechanicals are out there at this point. Is it worth it upgrading my Model O wired? If you're somehow still on a Model O wired in 2025, it's kind of a testament to Glorious's quality. Yeah, I would recommend. Why is Logitech the only company that makes its own sensor? It's very complicated. Nobody really... they're just well, for other companies, it doesn't make sense to develop their own because Pixart, they just have the market solution. But I still don't know. Logitech's sensor is based off of a Pixart sensor, but I just don't even nobody really knows the specifics of what they're doing on it. Besides some people in China. These people are getting really good at asking impossibly vague questions. They are. It's like somebody's paying them off to delay setup Sunday. Cost ratio to creating one is not worth it? Yeah, for like the rest of the industry. And there's no guarantee that it would be better. Like nobody's really doing that type of optical imaging besides Pixar. They're the goats out of Taiwan. I wonder what that factory's like on a day-to-day basis. Probably has those green floors. Speaking of green, we have this Razer mouse pad. Very small on the mouse pad front. Best brand for mice in 2025? It's a tough question. I wouldn't say there's a brand that I put a lot of time on. There's just like each company, I'll maybe use one mouse I really like from them. Razer, though, with the Death Adder V4 and Viper V3, that's like, as far as high-end mouse lineup goes, it's hard to say anything is like better for flagship. But Pulsar, they have so many options. And they're coming out with more. It's the craziest thing. Favorite room heat source? Steam radiator or air vent? See, definitely the radiator as a New York resident. I can't even imagine the other stuff. Small mousepad and ultra high sense is the meta. It honestly looks like something about this setup. I like it. Got the, what is this, like the, for like Super Smash Bros, those type of games. Am I thinking of the right device? This looks even bigger than that though. I play super high sense. Oh, is this the Joe setup? Oh, that's kind of goated then. Oh yeah, for fighting games. Yeah, this gets a win. I would say get yourself a new mousepad with the winnings. What is this, a Royal Kludge keyboard? Am I reading that right? That's crazy. W Joe. That controller looks sick. Is that like a PS3 controller? Or is it like some modded thing? Or you're talking about this one, probably. I'm broke? Yeah, you spent all of your money on this contraption. Yeah, I meant for the fighting game stuff, yeah. PS3, that was a great console. I was an Xbox 360 child, though. PS4? That's really a PS4 controller? Jesus Christ. I had one of those. I have the Beast X Mini with the Obsidian Pro Air Skates and the SkyPad 4.0. That's a solid setup, presuming you want light mouse, faster glass pad. Okay, let's see. This guy's looking at the Viper V3 Pro. He's showing us what he aspires to. What is this, a Death Adder V3 with the 1K dongle? This is a Skyrox mouse as well, hiding the Skyrox mouse to look poor. Orange pad. Is this Artisan? Looks like Artisan. It's a solid setup. Another Royal Kludge keyboard though. When did they come back into the keyboard game? Because I swear they don't make like modern Hall effect. Are people still using like Royal Kludge mechanical? Never? Yes, then this is just the most, like, what are the odds of having two Royal Kludge keyboards in a row? PS4 goated, my first and last console. I had the 360. Well, I started out with the DS, but I don't even know if that counts. But I went from 360 to PS4 to PS5. I still like, I don't know, they've got me trapped in the sports game cycle. It's just like the only thing my friends play. I used to play Wii. Oh yeah, Wii as well. That does count. Wii Sports, too goated. Like 3 of my friends have Royal Kludge boards. See, I understand. Like if we were in the year like 2021, that would be the case for many of us. But I mean, I guess they're still super cheap on Amazon. Does this deserve a win? I can't, because then people are going to think there's like a Royal Kludge meta. People in the server hate Wooting. What do you think? I don't hate Wooting, but I don't think they're like the only option. But people in my server have always been insane about keyboards. They shilled me on the Venom, and then I got the Venom, and it's just like, it wasn't good. But the guy I sold it to said it was great, so it might have been a thing with my PC. Wii Sports with family. Yes, that is it's a core experience for many. The HM80 hate. Yes, that was a whole Oh, Rex is here. That's shocking. I'm a broke Aola user. I don't know. Is that even how you pronounce the brand? I've heard nothing about them. Aola. What a brand. Did you know Royal Sledge made a mouse that was supposedly 40 grams? No, but it doesn't surprise me that they could, like, just have some OEM, like, mouse solution, similar to, like, Attack Shark. HM Haiti? You guys got, like, I'm looking, I have, like, a cross-eyed view of my chat because my main monitor, like, takes up a part of my screen. It's a miracle that I can read it at all. The TikTok keyboard? Yeah, probably. Yeah, I forget. You guys are asking me questions to distract me. I keep thinking there's just all of this honest discourse. I'm really only 10 minutes into setups. Yo, how I just gotta start picking some winners. Not really, though. Okay, I've been live for an hour 15. Okay, let's see this one. Is this like a Curation official wallpaper? Or is this like you made it on your own? Let's see, what is this? Is this the Beast? No. What's this called? Am I crazy? How do I not know? I actually have memory loss. Have I had this mousepad? I'm so confused. Have you played Arc Raiders? No. Phantom. Okay, that's what it's called. And I have had it. Okay. There are just too many of these from this year. We've got multiple Zowie pads, or Zowie mice. That's really based. It's like Pulsar X2H, Ninjutsu mouse, Pulsar Susanto. Hell's this? The Roadcaster Duo? IEMs? Wooting, I mean, this is a solid setup. There is no denying that. No way that's the RK mouse I'm talking about? Wait, which one? Dex is underrated. I tend to agree. I haven't been using mine much, but I do think it's one of the top ergos, and it just gets almost no attention. I guess it's because it's just too expensive. Real men still use heavy mice in FPS games. Like what, though? Like, what's even a good heavy mouse at this point? Like, is mid-60s considered heavy? Like the Zowie stuff and endgame gear? So, I mean, I'm fine with those, but I guess it is heavy in this market. Joined late, but have you tried the CR05? Yes. It's actually on my desk right now. I've been putting it through some testing. I'll have a video out tomorrow. There's a G502 subreddit. That's... Yeah, G502 Master Race. How could I forget? Low-key speedrun the next couple? Yeah, I can. I mean, see, this is a great setup, but it's not going to be a winner. Dex is legendary. Damn, it's getting the legendary stamp of approval. See, is this real? This could be a crazy setup. I don't even know what this is. LOQ? Is that the brand? Lou? Is that an O? Is that a Q? That mouse just doesn't look good, though. Valorant Laptop Gaming. What is this? Cologne? Wow, why is the chat moving so fast? What the hell? Is it like getting spammed or something? Video on the X2 Crazy Light Medium? I have it, but I just don't know what to say. It's like, we've got the Crazy Light Medium shape now. I'll probably feature it in a roundup. See, like, mice like that, it's just impossible for me to, like, make an individual video on. It's just like, I feel like there's nothing for me to say. Kai Sinat Raid. Thank you, Kai Sinat, for the free PS5. Put chat on slow mode? No, it's not that deep. I was just like, I couldn't keep up with it. I was missing messages. Mr. Portsy, will you have any videos about the Fenrir Pro? Is that like a new one? If I get sent it, yes. Laptop guy deserves the win. But he says he's radiant. I just don't know if it's true. It could be a LARP trying to get the setup Sunday win. Can't tell if this is like a dent in the wall. Let's see. Yeah, sure. He's in Voltaic as well. Reverse Google search. You know, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. That team comp is not radiant. See, I do like that comment. What kind of a laptop even is this? Lenovo. Board Z, would you ever enter stage 1, the crash out? I don't even know what that is. Is it like a reality TV show? The answer is no, though, likely. You pick up the Counter-Strike Viper, they're going to send it to me. So glad we didn't see the crack in your wall. That's shocking. This is a good setup, as I said. Yeah, let's see. Rat Boy. Maya X. Wow. Haven't seen any of these. Saturn Pro, it looks like. Some keyboard, some beverage. Oh, having the coaster. Nobody does that anymore. You should do a China mouse roundup again? Yeah, I need to, honestly, because I'm behind on some of, like, the GPX clones. I feel like those are just, like, those are view magnets. Oh, yeah, and the Epomaker Carbon X as well. I forgot to order that one. Because I ordered the MCHOS L7, like, Ultra Plus. But they just refunded, like, they never shipped it to me on Amazon. I've never seen anything like it. Why are the gaming mice back? I don't know, I just said that because it's like, I didn't want to doom and gloom and be like, oh, gaming mice are dead. It's like, no, rather, gaming mice are back. But I don't know if it's true. But I've been watching a lot of Westerns, and they say even if it's not true, if the story sells, you got to stick with it. Should I get the OP1 8K or the OP1 4K wireless or Beast X Mini Pro? OP1 8K is probably best bang for your buck. And then Beast X if you want something like lighter, possibly. If you really like that shape, just stick with it though. What's the most aimer mice out there? It's got to be the OP1 8K, like without a... There's not even competition at this point. Especially with Matty OW quitting, the GPX's strongest soldier. Did anybody notice that all of the people who are getting exposed for cheating in Kovacs were using like fingertip mice and glass pads? That was a conspiracy that people didn't want getting out there, but I just had to point out what I noticed. Yeah, this isn't a winner, but it's a good setup. Killjoy and Raze. Wow. With Valorant poster. That's new. Keyboard tier list. I could, but it would just be me saying like, oh, I don't really know the difference between this keyboard and just putting stuff I like in the highest tier. I should probably honestly post it. Is Matty maining the infinite speed these days? I'm not sure. I know he's like slowing down on the aim grind though. Slowing down the time in Kovacs is not considered cheating in my opinion. It's based in time skill build. Optim making a whole video about somebody cheating was unexpected. Well, that was like the fucking Battlefield cat girl drama or whatever, right? That was a whole thing of its own. Should I buy Wooding? It's like the new one or the 80. It really depends on your budget. Yeah, Skates tier list? I don't know. I gotta focus on the big one, which is mice, and then mouse pads. The next tier list is likely going to be mice, and then from there, God only knows. Top 5 mice of all time. That's a good question. GPX1 has to be up there, though. Then also, like, I don't know, Viper V3 Pro, these past year and a half, it's been pretty strong in my rotation. What would you like to see out of the Vaxi Pulsar collab? Just like Vaxi quality on Pulsar shapes is probably the best way to go about it, but I don't know. I never really used the ES editions much, though, so there's no way I'll be using it any less. Why did the Pulsar 10s not get a proper review? My unit, I should have gotten, like, the new version of the mouse to see if, like, the QC was better. Mine was just, like, so-so, especially with the clicks. It just didn't feel great, and the shape was just, like, too big. I felt like I kind of covered everything I needed to say in my first video. Have you heard this rumor about Lamzu having firmware issues? I had that theory. I said like something felt weird about the implementation earlier this year, but it's just like so many things can factor in. Yeah, it does seem like some people were reporting issues, but other people use on LAN with no problem. Which artisan were you using? Most recently, I've been using the Blue Hien, but right now I'm using the SkyPad control pad. Kathy has Chihuahua hands. Wow. Oh, interesting. Lamzo actually reverted. Shocking. Do you think CR05 is going to beat controlled cloth pads? No, and I don't like how that's even like a narrative. Like it's really competing with those. Like it's competing with other glass. it's a bit more controlled than other glass. Like cloth just has a completely different feel. It has like a Z-axis. There's no Z-axis on glass. Like you can't press into the pad. There's so much to say. Can't see this one. It's not as dark as it looks. Well, see, at least there is some, it's like some yellow light in the background. It's not somehow like black light. Fast is what you do best, ain't it? Just keep running. Sure. What is this? A glass pad? Gengar Viper V3. Is this like the HEK Leviathan or whatever? It's a nice color. I will say that. Did you try the CR5? Yes, I'm using it right now. They sent it out to me. I'll have a video up before the drop. Viper V3 Orbital, or Viper Mini Sig Orbital Pathfinder. I mean, this is just like all the relevant good mice, and even the Zebra grip tape. See, that's subtle. That's something I can give a win to. Really, a whole lot of mice on the desk, and just like kind of all over the place. On my way to overtake Matty OW. Wait, let's see. 53k players. Okay, what is this? Top 0.1%? That's good. This is where we want to be. Is it switching spheres? That's... I don't even think I've played that scenario. There we go. Self-glaze. Well, no. Well, yes, I guess. I don't know. Depends on how you see it. Based zebra grip. True. Sniping right now. Switching spheres. I actually don't, like, whenever I load up Kovacs, I just, like, play Bean TS for a few minutes and then close it. Like, I don't really do anything else on Kovacs. I feel like the aiming scene, it was having all of this drama, but people were just posting that there was drama. I couldn't actually figure out what was happening. Damn, everyone is talking about the Crazy Light. Everybody loves the Crazy Light. One of your videos got me to play Bean TS. Fun scenario. Yeah, it's the only one I enjoy. Maybe there are some good scenarios out there. Did Lamzu just vanish? I was told that their owner was just like this mega rich guy who just kind of did it as a passion project. So I don't know if that means they could just disappear as quickly as they once appeared. What's the most controlled glass pad? Possibly the CR5. But I don't recall, like, if I've ever tested anything truly controlled. I think one of the Wraith pads was pretty controlled, but it was just, like, awful in many other ways. The Sarah pads did have control, but I didn't really recommend. This is probably, like, the most standard glass-feeling pad that plays slower than other glass, if that makes sense. After 200 hours, you get your max aiming capacity, true. And then from there, it's just all worthless. Corsair Saber V2 Pro or X2 Crazy Light? I'd go with the Crazy Light. The Saber V2, there's like this Daryu A950 Air, it might be called. That's what the Corsair mouse is, just with a fucking Corsair logo. And I tried that mouse earlier in the year, and I didn't even think it was worth a review. I'm like 6 to 7 posts away while I make it, most likely. Oh wow, what do we have here? It's a CRT monitor. It's pretty based. It's a T-Volution Terra. I forgot about that mouse, honestly. Some keyboard says the word B on it. I mean, this is a setup I have respect for. All of these ultra clean dark setups. Oh fuck! Here's this guy with like some crackers. Please answer. Is the X2 Crazy Light good? Yes. You think like I would collab with a mouse on a mouse I don't think is good? There are like 50 pictures till mine. Is it worth sacrificing 7 hours sleep or no? Probably not. Get yourself a good night of sleep, Big Bulk. Sadly, you did not make it to this setup Sunday. But I will say the next one, it won't be 2 months. It'll be less than 2 months. Do you prefer sensor placement on the Hyperlight or ATK F1 V2? I don't have the F1 V2, so I don't know if it changed from the Extreme, but I probably the Hyperlight, but not really by a crazy wide margin. What are the side-by-side differences between the VUC and the Viper V3? They're much more like, it's kind of like a pad on the Viper. Like, they're more accessible. Like, larger surface area, just better button feeling. Yeah, I don't know if this one's a winner, though. It kind of should be, though. This guy's actually... See, if the monitor was on and I saw that he's actually using it on a day-to-day basis, then I might. But I don't know. I need that shit? Oh, a heating gaming mouse. I thought you were talking about this up Sunday cut. I was like, I swear I covered your setup. Back sensor placement's underrated. I was talking with Bardos about that like a few weeks ago. He's like really maximal low sensor position pilled. I think I will. Do I give this one a win? I'm so split on it. I think I should. I mean, this is just a chaotic setup. But I just have no idea of how many winners I have. Like maybe 8 or 9? Definitely more than 6 or 7. Would you still recommend the Maya X? It's a fine, like, lighter mouse in, like, the size range of the GPX as it always has been. But, yeah, I don't know. There's nothing, like, new I'd really recommend over it. Can you please compare the shape of the... Not right now. I feel like you're commenting all this, but you haven't watched my Crazy Light review. And see, that's the issue with the youth in this country. Really liked the power control? I don't know. Let's see this. Damn, we got the Snapchat mouse lineup flex. And it's a solid lineup. Though I will say it does look like you haven't been tapped into the scene for like a year. These are like the ergos of yesteryear. But it's a solid setup. That's crazy, Kathy. They should make a mouse pad that pumps air upwards so you get zero friction, like a hockey... What? I don't even know what I'm reading. Like an air hockey table? Wait, what the hell? I closed out of my chat somehow. No, it's just that it's 9 p.m. in my country and I have to sleep. Well, eventually, when your schedule allows, I'd recommend watching the full review or going on eloshapes.com. That'll give you an idea of the comparison. When next vid should be tomorrow with the new SkyPad. But it has been like it's been over a week since I uploaded a video. It's an absolutely terrible thing. Keep chat closed. You realize I would go insane in like 2 minutes of just straight like looking at these setups? Not really. Maybe it would take like 5. What do we have here? Glass pad and then a fingertip mouse. I just don't know. But we do have the adjustable desk. So maybe he's aiming while standing. Sleeping at 9 p.m. is some grandpa shit. Yeah, also, where is it 9 p.m.? Like Eastern Europe? Maybe like Western? That's a Best Buy worker. Who's a Best Buy worker? And a single monitor, once again. So many single monitor setups. Have you guys gone from like dual monitors to single? Here in Romania, it's 9 p.m. Oh, the Romanians. Shout out to Romania. Let's see this. 10-to-X glass pad. Is this the Ninjutsu? No, it's the Sword, right? Not the 10? I don't think anybody uses the 10. Okay, let's see. No, wait. Lowest score on the scenario only for people who never goon. Is that like one of those like social skills simulator Kovac scenarios? Those need to make a comeback. There's too many benchmarks nowadays. That's my issue with aiming. Everybody makes their own benchmarks. There should only be like 2 or 3 aim groups, max. There's like 20. I just joined the stream and I'm shocked. That's what the stream aims to be. Yeah, this is a good setup. It's solid, I don't know. Doesn't scream winner. It does have an adjustable desk though. And show your hair real quick. Drop the cap real quick. I don't know if that's going to happen. Though I will say, my hair's the longest it's been in like 10 years probably. I do need a haircut, but I've just been going with the flow. Brazilian viewer. Shout out to Brazil. I should go to Brazil. Get a mullet? No, man. Okay, wait, fuck. I scrolled right past this one. I win, I'll give a coat to an American friend of mine. See, what is the Brazil setup? We have a lot of red. What is this, a Sentinels jersey? Big Sentinels fan. Bottled water. What's this? GPX? Is that a Viper Mini or is that a Cobra? It's a Viper Mini, it's based, but I think it's a Cobra. Or, no, is that the Viper Mini with that underglow? Maybe it says. Fuck. 10:58 p.m. in Dubai. Wow, how's it going in Dubai? Is there like local politics in Dubai? Boardsy curly hair soon? I don't know. Probably not. Bro said ergo tier list. Did somebody really say ergo tier list? Yeah, I don't know about that. I could though. It's like something that like a roundup, something like that could happen. Like besides like the top 3, I don't know many ergos to recommend. Does anybody know if Boardsy spoke about the Viper V3 Dragon lore? Yeah, Razor's gonna send me one. So I'll cover it whenever I get, but I think it's just gonna be another colorway. Is there local politics in New York? Yeah, I just voted in this, like, in the local elections, or the municipal elections, whatever they are. Dubai has its own government? Yeah, I guess I don't really understand how it works, but are there, like, people who run for, like, I don't even know if, like, the local level elections exist. I'll just look it up afterwards. New York is now far left. No? Well, we did just elect a Democratic Socialist mayor, Zoran Mamdani. Yeah, I think the mayor's it's a pretty irrelevant role. Like I saw Bill de Blasio in public like a week or two ago before the election. I was like, this man used to be the mayor. Now he's just walking around. It's like, you know, it's not like you're the president when you're the mayor of New York, even though the media has made this election out to be like crazy big. It's like, you know, he's the mayor. He wants to make the buses free. It's like, it's a weird thing. Like it shows, like when you're given the power to be the mayor of New York, you want to make the buses free. That's not what I would do. But yeah, getting back to setups, getting back to Brazil. Brazilian guys probably like, what the hell am I talking about? The rule of Dubai stays with the ruling family. There is no election. Thank you. That actually perfectly answers the question. Yeah, see, now I just want to think about that for a while. Shout out to Dubai. Boardsy for mayor soon? No. See, like, earlier in the year, I was thinking, like, wow, it would be nice to run for mayor. But no, it's like, you just have to be in, like, you have to meet with people all day. It's really not me, but I could see myself, like, spearheading some political movement at some point. Yeah, I respect the mice. Respect the Brazilian setup commitment. I don't know. I don't know how many winners are left. Mice tier list for different budgets? Yeah, I mean, the fact I haven't made, like, budget roundup or, like, just a best budget mouse video in a while just shows how hard I'm throwing. Yeah, there will be probably, like, some early 2026 budget mouse content. Evening. Not sure if this has been asked or not, but are you doing a review on the X2 Crazy Light Medium? Yeah, it was asked, and I just don't know. It's like, there's not a lot for me to say. It's like, if you know the Crazy Lights in general, and you know the X2 Medium shape, it's just simply putting those two together. There's nothing I can really say about it. I'm not going to be maining it, like, over the full-size mice I generally like the Viper V3 Pro. There's no parties in Dubai or UAE in general. Yeah, I guess I never, like, I understand, like, what it means to have a ruling family, but I guess I, like, in practicality, I don't. It's pretty interesting. Would Boardsy accept Final Mouse pack money? See, that's really the question. All sorts of people want to give you their money, and then it comes with all these consequences. Boardsy political channel incoming now? Unlikely, I'd say. Never say never. I would never want to just, like, react to, like, the day's news. Romania. I don't know what it's like over there. That's like one of those countries they seem to have there's always some drama with the elections. Or is that Hungary? What's the one where it's like there's some Russia-backed candidate? This really has just become a political stream. Boardsy, do a Rose toy review. And see, that's what I'm reading in these Setup Sunday submissions. Is this real? I don't even know what mouse this is. I'm going to go with no. What's wrong with single? Like single monitor? Belarus? It could be that, but I don't think so, actually. Maybe, though. I'm not sure. I had a friend in high school who was from Belarus. I also had another friend, Nick, who was from Ukraine. And they were good friends. I don't know how they feel nowadays. Do you think the Super Strike will be the GOAT of 2026 like the old G Pro X? Yeah, I think so, but there's no guarantee. But just based on the, like, it just seems like the future of mouse switches. Like, we really, even with endgame gear like SPDT switches, there's no actual, like, rapid trigger and adjustable actuation, and this is the next step of that. What's the best clone for the EC2? There's the Vaxi E1. I mean, Death Adder V4 is definitely too large. So there's the Pulsar stuff as well, like the Pulsar X-Lite, medium size, but yeah, just straight up, I mean, maybe like the modern EC2 DW could be worth considering. I think the Super Strike's going to flop. What makes you think that? I think there's very little chance it flops. Like the weight, it's a bit of an increase, so it's not really that bad. And the price isn't even crazy either. Tech source setup. Wait, well, what is this setup? I moved and took your advice. Using the Maya X with Magic Ice skates on the zero mid as well. I mean, this is that's a pretty incredible setup, I must say. We've even got the Zebra, the original Zebra Crazy Light on a stand. That's some respect right there. Just like this room. It's a high level setup. The mouse stands, the lighting. Oh, even the mouse pads. Even though you're torturing them. I don't approve of this mousepad torture, but this is a winning setup. Very rarely do. Like, this mixes, like, high-end and, like, peripheral enthusiast very well. That's my high-level setup analysis. Okay, how many winners do I have? I feel like I might have 12 now. I feel like I have a few. Dude, when will we get 3 side buttons? That's a good question. That is, like, because there's not even one relevant top-tier mouse that has 3 side buttons. Like, not even, like, a sniper button or a button at, like, the top of the left side. Like, they don't even give a shit. Maybe that's what I should do with my mouse. A 3 side button mouse. It's actually a good idea. Because then, like, you'd kind of have to buy it if you're interested in having 3 side buttons. But, like, implementing it without fucking it up would be hard. Updated Razer Naga. Also the Razer, the Glorious Model I, right? OG Boardsy mouse looked better? Well, it's just like, you had to switch the style up. And I do, I don't know, I fuck with the swirl. You should make the mouse weigh 67 grams? Never. It's possible. Especially if we have 3 side buttons. But no, it would be, if I were to do 3 side buttons, I'd want to do, like, super lightweight as well, because these are just worlds that have never mixed. Vaxi E1 is hands down the best EC2 clone? Yeah, that's kind of what I think, because there's in the same size range as the EC2. Not many are, like, identical. I guess there's the ATK Z1 on a budget as well. The E1's, like, a good premium one. Pro X2 Super Strike when? Whenever it's, like, available next year, like, early next year. Is there a big size difference between Pulsar X2 Crazy Light Mini and Medium? Yeah, in, like, terms of width, mainly. Like, the Mini is a lot more narrow. What happened with House Gaming? He kind of stopped posting reviews, I think. I remember I made a post at one point, and he said it combined with, like, family, like, just, like, career stuff, just, like, many things, you know? And there's not much new to say. So hanging up your mouse pads is bad? It's not, like, necessarily bad, but it does, like, pinch at the, like, part that's being held up. But obviously, if you just have it at the bottom, it's an area you never use, it doesn't matter too much, but still, you want to let them breathe. The hell is this? Is this like one of those like Azeron joysticks or whatever? And then wait, what? What is going on? I mean, this is the craziest. Is that just how it charges? I'm going to presume so. But I don't even know why you'd go out of the way to do that. Vertical, but it can't be vertical wired, right? Like, I'll just make... Or is it? I like how it's just this image. It's giving us nothing to work with. Because I was thinking like it would interact with your hands, but then maybe it wouldn't. Maybe it is viable. I don't know. But we don't have any messages to confirm. Reminds me of the Apple Mouse. I'm surprised nobody's ever aimed with that. Skyrock's V8 and Hitskin Hyperlight still in your base tier? Yeah, they're still like some of my top budget recommendations. Is X2 Crazy Light Medium worth it over everything else? I mean, I prefer the Viper V3 Pro with my hand size. But if you do want something lighter and still a bit bigger, I mean, it's an option in the low 40s. Aiming at 125 hertz polling rate. It's honestly not bad. If you're on a 144 hertz monitor, it's practically 1-to-1. Everyone's talking about Crazy Light. They really are. It's like, are there Pulsar like released bots into my stream? Are you guys real? I love my Crazy Light. Crazy Light sucks. Well, we got both sides of the aisle. What's the next step from the Hitscan Hyperlight? What's that mean? Like something better? Sadly, since it released like over a year ago, there's nothing new really. Isn't polling rate like placebo? Past a certain point, you could say so, but like 125 hertz, if you can certainly feel a difference between that and like 1000 or 2000. Are you selling the Final Mouse collection sometime soon? I was thinking about it, like just at least maybe like some of the older stuff, or I don't know. I guess like the older stuff, that's what you should keep. Do I really need like all of the ULXs? Probably not. Look, I should get through some more setups, maybe. I mean, maybe not. So dark, you know, this one, what is this, an OP1? Can't even tell the rest because it's just dark. The guy says what he has, but you gotta be able to see it. I'd 100% buy the legendary ones. We'll see, that's the thing. Those are top tier mice. But I don't have an Achilles, I remember. I wanted the gold one. But everyone I wanted to buy, it had some type of mod on it. It's like, no, I just want the plain mouse. Let's see this. Frame, Viper V3 Pro, Artisan, solid keyboard, presumably. Spider-Man and like, what is this, Deadpool? Something weird. Something going on. Just a solid setup. Dual monitors, lots of space, solid peripherals. But previously, a winner. Do you have a shelf where you keep all of your mice? Yeah, I have like multiple. It's hard to keep them all in one place, unironically. And I have like, this year I've sold a good chunk of mice. Hot take, we need more budget fingertip mice? Honestly, true. Like somebody asked for cheap fingertip mice, and I couldn't think of many recommendations aside from like the Pulsar X2 mini clones. Are you good at aim or nah, not really? I mean, I would say so, but I'm not like actively in the aiming scene. But I have like plenty of like good scores on Kovacs. Like you go play Bean TS right now and see what score you get, and then that's the answer. Main mice in your rotation right now. It's been the Viper V3 Pro for a long time. Like, I'll obviously test some other stuff, but, I mean, GPX2C, I'd been using that recently. The G-Wolves VUC, that was mainly for testing. I don't think I'm going to use that much more. But yeah, it's really, like, not a lot of mice are in my rotation. It's kind of weird. What are your thoughts on the Arbiter at Kitsu? I want to try the medium. I want to review the medium version, because I hear it's, like, a new shape, but I don't know. The older version, it had some, like, coding issues. Oh shit, and there's this guy. Remember, this is a setup. I think last time I was like confused about where the location was. Was it New England or was it North Carolina? It was one of the two. Very clean. I wish I had a window that big. What do we have? ULX, some fingertips. Is this the Zero Mouse? Possibly. Artisan. What were those called? Oh, we got these little skateboards. Why are you moving your mouse so much? Just trying to break in your skates? Not really. I mean, it's just kind of... It's not a tick. It's just what I do. I have the mouse in my hand. I'm just going to move it around. And I guess, I mean, I do have a glass pad, so I'm probably just destroying my mouse skate's lifespan. Tech deck. Yes, that's what they're called. Tech decks. I don't know why I couldn't... I thought it had the word finger in it. Oh, fingerboard. See, there's two names. That's the issue. I was trying to balance the two names. Jesus Christ, is this like a... It's like a pro player setup? Content creator. Got the full-on camera. Full camera, 200. I don't know about this monitor, though. It's like so elevated. It's like you're sitting back at the cinema. Lots of mice, though. Is this like the Razer Atlas? This is a good setup. This is Kelly's setup. Shocking. This is one of those gaming desks, like Azeron. Yeah, just the multi-layer thing just throws me off. And it's like the monitor's high up as well. It's crazy. Unless you're like 6 foot, 6'8" or something. Was there a unique mouse release? Like, just when? At some points in the past there have been. Recently, though, not really. Look at second monitor. I see the second. I see the third. Person's got 3 monitors. That's a lot. Can you review the Ewood S9 Ultra? At this point, probably not. Like, maybe like 5 months ago I should have. But now it's... I mean, the reviews are out there. It's just a heavier Viper V3 clone. Probably not as good quality. ATK X1. Newer versions might be better, but it's a mouse. GPX 2C feel bigger in the Viper Mini? Yeah, to me it does. You should review the Fenrir Pro? Is that like... If nobody's reviewed it, nobody probably has it. Because... Yeah, I reviewed the Max and the ASIM or whatever. Still keeping the MMO mouse. True. Feels like this could be a winner. But I don't know. Still have no idea how many winners I have. I think I'm going to pick 3 more. So is this one of the final 3? Yeah, it could be. How long have I been live? 1 hour and 52 minutes. What budget mouse do you recommend for $60? I mean, VXE Mad R, that's one of them. Maybe like a cheaper version of the ATK F1. Skyrox is a bit more expensive. What do you get for winning? You get a $30 Lethal Gaming Gear gift card. Lethal.gg, as they are now called. They've undergone a rebrand. Jesus. What you... okay, just answered that. Was I too late posting mine? If you posted it recently, most likely. Where do I post my setup? In the setups channel of my Discord, but probably won't get to it at this point. Well, very unlikely at this point. When is the Zebra Zero out? That is a good question, and it's one if I had the answer to, I would tell you. I'm hoping before the end of the year. It is queued for production. I don't know when it will be produced, but it is crazy. Are you going to do a League of Legends roundup? Probably not. But I did see that Faker won again. And I really, like, I've never watched the game, but, like, is he... Like, what's a sport comparison to him? Is he just the GOAT? Do people have no chance? Or is it like, is his team stacked? How's it work? LeBron, Phelps, yes, Peter, okay. No one is close. Interesting. Yeah, I only played that game once, and I was the dog, and I, like, hated it. Like, Timo, was that the dog's name? But I do respect greatness. It's like LeBron, Jordan, and Kobe combined. Wow. But see, that's the thing. Like, I never see, like, videos of the actual game. Like, I've seen his face more than many other faces, but I've never seen, like, actual, like, a POV of his gameplay, so I just never know. I'm sure I could, like, watch a live stream or whatever. Ja Morant, best shooter. He was having some drama. Nothing's gonna beat that strip club photo. That was like the peak of his career. I mean, obviously, how can you even improve beyond that point? Faker is the GOAT of all esports? Yes, this is what I've heard. I just kind of place it in a separate realm because it's League. Poland Spring is dog water? You know you don't believe that. It's literally his second prime. Yeah, it's like 3 in a row or something. If you don't watch the game, it's hard to understand what's happening. That's what I've heard. Yeah, I'll give this one a win. You know, it's like this person probably doesn't need the 30, but they can get themselves a new mouse pad. GPX, Apex, TKL. See, a lot of the setups have been dark. This one, it's bright. It looks like the school lunch table, one of these plastic tables. Not bad though. Is this VXE Mad R maybe? Someone make Boardsy reviewing actual mice and rats on Sora AI ASAP. People, if they want to use their tokens, they can do as they please. Are PMM mods quality? Some of them, like the newer ones, especially with the carbon fiber rods, I do think are. But the clicks on 3D printed mice, I just never, I don't know. Hello, silly. No worries. Oh, unless you wanted your setup to be reviewed, in which case, probably not. Okay, Rishi. This is I don't even know what to say about this. What mouse is this? Is this a Vaxi? Yeah, I think there's multiple Vaxi mice in this setup. This monitor, though, I can't agree with that. There's probably some level of immersion that I can't relate to, but I don't know. My setup is in 20. Am I not getting looked at? Very unlikely. Unless they, like, slow down a lot. Because they always do get to a point where they slow down. But I don't think we'll reach that point. For gaming, ultra-wide is kind of F. For pro audio, it's amazing. For, like... Yeah, I'd imagine for, like, other use cases. But I don't know about gaming. What do you think of these TikTok Shop Ego Grips? I don't know. The only thing I think about, when I hear the words TikTok Shop, I just think about how much money I left on the table. So those are like traumatic words. It's like the word job for many people. But yeah, I have no idea. Ice V2s are the GOAT. Definitely up there. Surprised there like isn't an Ice V3 rep by now. I feel like they've been out for 3 years. At least. Please censor the J word. Yes, that is on me. What the hell is going on with this? It's like some... Oh, I thought the tablet was on wheels. That would have been impressive. See, again, another very big monitor. Though I don't know what's going on here. Again, maybe some type of audio setup. There's also a camera. All sorts of things. The mouse, though, what is this? Got the ball mouse. Razer Orochi V2 opinion. It's just outdated at this point. Like, never thought it was crazy. I did give it the seal of approval, but I never thought it was like the best quality mouse on the market. It's just, it was a product of its time. Yes, Diffie, or Diffie, however it's pronounced. X-ray pad skates have dominated most of the scene. I agree, like, they're pretty easy to recommend. Especially, like, the Jade Airs. Working man setup. Yeah, we've got some real productive people in the chat room. What is this brand? MZTDYTL. Interesting. Why are you still using the V3 Pro when there's Zen 8K? Just the clicks, and I didn't even want a shape that was that light is what I realized. And I swear the hump is like different. It's like thinner on the Zen 8K. One day you'll understand. Yeah, I probably just need to age more to appreciate ultra-wide. One of my friends used to have the Samsung, like G7 or whatever that monitor was. This setup's pretty... I like the wood in the background. The Artisan... The first Artisan collab pad with 2000 fun. OP1, very thin cable. Was this like a crazy light pulsar mouse? Pulsar sleeve. Very clean, you know, all around. Is the Artisan Zebra coming soon? I mean, every time I've said that, or every time I've been asked this, I've said it's like coming soon, but I don't know when. And that's been the case for 2 years now. So I can say I hope it comes before the end of the year. I just can't guarantee anything. I know it's queued up for production. It's in the production queue. It's not produced. Yeah, you guys will be the first to know. Everyone I know that ironically uses ultra-wide is over the age of 40? Could be. Damn, that is a lot of... Is this a styler setup? It has to be. Oh yeah, got a 240 Hz 1440p since last. Set up Sunday, also using the Repu. And is this like a Nintendo Switch 2, like a skin or something? I don't even know what's going on there. The Artisan, like, hairbrush. Artisan are pulling you under the Hien rug. Possible. Yeah, I saw the video saying September, October, but now it's November. Yeah. Happens to the best of us. Same thing is also happening with the Final Mouse centerpiece, though, so I know I'm not alone. I feel like it would be crazy having to move your head that much to see the other monitor. Yeah, it's just me. Yeah, the Artisan collection is crazy. I saw you had some like unreleased prints, and like one was the Zebra Zero. I didn't even know what that was. Did you fix your broken Fortnite? Yeah, I fixed that like a few months ago now. I had to disable the Wi-Fi driver on my PC, which why that's the case, I don't know, but it genuinely fixed it. So I'm forever grateful to the person on TikTok who helped me out with that. Okay, let's see. Artisan Hien, OP18K, and the thin cable. Some keyboard. Wow, a nice glass. Keyb matte. Single monitor. Yeah, this is just like a solid, efficient setup. What happened to your Matrover review units? I don't know. I probably just didn't respond. I don't think it ever got to a point where there was a unit in the mail. I should just order one because I have to test it before my next mousepad tier list. Is chat getting neglected like we are used to? No, but I mean, I can't quite read every message. Like, see, this guy's asking for my Razer Orochi V2 opinion when I gave it like 5 minutes ago. So it's like, what can I even say? Do you own a Viper Mini Signature Edition? Yes. I do. I don't own the white one, though. Did they just stop doing drops on those? Like, the Orochi V2, it's just not worth considering. In its time, it was a good mouse for the price. Okay, wow. WO Mouse Strider. You don't see many of this. And another WO Mouse. You guys are a real WO Mouse fan. Where's the board Z0? It's coming. At this point, that's all I can say. Viper V3 Pro as well. I mean, it's a pretty clean setup. The Phantom. It's a good OP1 alternative. The only one is really the Ying, like from WO Mouse if you want something lighter, but I don't know. So many WO mice on this channel. I mean, they are like, they established themselves as the budget alternative to Final Mouse. Bro's still going at it? Me? Yeah, I can't believe it, honestly. I'm just looking for winners, and it's like nobody's really screaming out to me as a winner. Let's see, we got the Pulsar Feynman. Don't see many of those. As I progress farther, I'm seeing mice that I see less and less. It's like the Deep Sea. See some anime, keycaps, some IEMs. What is this? Type 99, apparently. How many winners? It's 15, and I have no idea how many I've chosen. I'm thinking 12, so... yeah. It's like, what the hell is this? Is this a Viper V2? Can't even be worth it to mod out a Viper V2 at this point. I don't know if Wardsy's done a Black Lotus review. I tested one at some point. It might have just been brief. But it had like the worst coating ever. The clicks were like weirdly crunchy. I remember. It just didn't impress me. But let's see. Some plush elephant, GPX, Artisan, keyboard. Not much else. Weirdly shaped desk. Yeah, I wonder what Final Mouse is going to do next with mice. Like, if they actually do a new shape, that's going to be crazy. Borzi, what's the best mouse right now? That's a tough question. There's all sorts of. It just depends on your preferences. Like if you want something light, you're not going to want the Viper V3 Pro, but that's probably my top choice on the market right now. I love the random plants in these setups. Yeah, so do I. I always appreciate when they're alive. If it's a fake plant, I don't know. It just doesn't really capture the same. Oh, this guy says he has a Lego keyboard. See, I didn't know that. I also don't know if it's true. But at this point in Setup Sunday, I'm just going to give out the win. 144 hertz hit scan hyperlight WL mouse pad. Bulgaria. Shout out to Bulgaria. Was that the country with the election? Fuck, it was one of them. That might have been Belarus. Yeah. Bulgarian CS gaming. Hit scan hyperlight. 144 hertz. I guess if it's a really good 144 hertz, no, I should still get something higher. Are you on glass because you enjoy them or because you have to? I view it as like if I get a glass pad that's actually like relevant, I'll put a bit of time on it and review it, but I don't ever test them like just besides that purpose. Damn, it's getting like so dark out, I just realized. Cheap 240 hertz or high quality 144? I don't even know. I'm not familiar with the budget end monitor market. Found 360 since like 2021. Is that possible? Is that when the Asus like 360 hertz dropped? Thoughts on AI browsers? Let's say even like what is an AI browser? Like the thing OpenAI announced for Mac? Or like Gemini integration in Google? I just hate AI text responses on Twitter. Like I feel like that ruined Twitter. Like anytime you open up a post, it's just AI responses. AI art, I think that's still okay, more or less. I swear, I see less and less of it. People just don't do it anymore. What's your opinion on Artings? I don't know. Their methodology in the past, it was so-so for like latency testing on mice and keyboards. Now it might be a bit better, but I wouldn't ever like treat it like gospel. Best mouse for small hands. Again, it really depends if you want something for like claw, fingertip, heavier, lighter, but the OP18K is usually a good start. RatMat, those were not worth the hundreds I paid for them, but it was fun to test them. I just realized there's a cat in this setup. Was this a GSRSE or something? Probably. Ippy float. And then, I don't even know what keyboard this is, but nice cat. Sadly, not Fortnite gaming though, but I do respect the NBA fanhood. What did you think of those steel mouse pads? The two dudes gaming? I got their new one, but I don't know. They don't lie. Like you kind of take that glass pads lay flat for granted. Like it's not exactly the case with steel. It's not that it's unflat, but there's like an area where I can like tap it. It's weird. And they also they developed this like orange layer. I don't think it's like rust, but I left them like too close to a window, so I kind of like fucked over one of my early batches. There is code Boardsy on that website now. I should mention. Do you get the CR5 review yet? Yeah, I'm testing it right now. Review will come tomorrow probably. Damn, do I just give this guy the win for having the cat? I feel like I'm just trying to speed run to get out of here at this point. Boardsy Zebra mousepad makes you better at gaming? Very likely. Sadly, not many people get to try it as of now, but eventually. Is Viscos the OP18K glaze pioneer? I don't know. Like, that mouse was getting glazed ever since it dropped for having such low latency. I think Viscos definitely just popularized the OP18K Orange Artisan Zero setup. Yeah, I will give this one the win. A nice car is more practical than a monitor. That's true, but it's also more expensive. I was away from over For 45 minutes, I'm not at 108. Well, blame it on the amount of people who submit. And also, what you have to consider is that there are 15 winners regardless. So, even if I go through all of these setups, there's still only 15 winners, and they get picked at the rate they're picked. So, my Board ZX2 Crazy Late increased my scores 20%. That is not performance I can guarantee, but I'm happy to hear. Mouse spin tutorial? I should make one of those on TikTok. No, but people have, like, they've gamed the system with the sensor skate. People can spin their mouse all day on TikTok, I just realized. Back-to-back red mouse pads. The only person from Iran that watches you actively. Wow, what a country. See the Iranian setup. GPX? Respectable? What the hell is this mouse? I don't know. Artisan pad. And some Wraith keyboard and a laptop setup. I think I'm gonna have to give this guy the win. Just see, can you even get a Lethal Gaming Gear product in that country? Is there a difference between the orange and the black Artisan Zero? Like, there's a slight difference in the feeling, yeah. Yeah, I wonder if you put people in a blind test, would the average person tell a difference? Probably not. Road deserves a win? I agree. I don't know what he can get with. Probably costs more than 30 to ship it, but I will give the win. And if I'm under 15 winners on the day, I will just go through some setups and pick the winners. Hey, I just sent my international people who win tend to sell the code to other people. Yeah, that's what I did see a few of those in like the want to sell channel. Let's see, this guy's asking for a recent setup to be rated. See, like, just there are so many setups. This is kind of insane. Is this the most recent one? I don't know. Not much to go off of. Not a fan of the background. M chose A7 Ultra. I have the A7X, the magnesium one. I'm going to check out some of the newer ATK stuff, though. Costs around $115 for the mouse pad. I mean, I guess that's like 2x, considering whatever the tariff situation is importing it. If anyone wants to sell, that should be fine. Yeah, it's fine. There's not an issue with it. But yeah, I think that's going to be all for today's Setup Sunday stream. I appreciate everybody who came out. 2 hours and 12 minutes of shocking stream. So, as always, I should stream more. No promises, though. Wall hack review tomorrow, tier list coming soon, and so forth. But yeah, peace out, everybody. Have a good rest of your day. Respect your elders, and all of that.